Hey guys, so this here is Andy. I met Andy while traveling through Mexico. He was traveling with his girlfriend, and now we're here together in Medellin, Colombia. So hey Andy, so can you tell us first where are you from?
I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah, in the United States.
Okay, cool. And what are you doing here in Medellin?
I live here now.
Okay,
I first came here traveling, like as a backpacker,
okay.
and just I keep coming back, and now I'm here because my girlfriend lives here.
Okay.
So we're yeah.
So when did you first come to Colombia?
I think it was 2016.
Okay. And
First time.
so you just kept coming back? Like you came, you went back to the US?
Yeah, well, like when I came down, my plan was to travel from Colombia all the way down to Chile, Argentina. I wanted to do like the whole South American continent, but I ended up staying here a lot longer than I had planned, and I went to some other countries, but I always came back to Colombia.
Okay. So why did that happen? Why did you change your plans and just spend more time here in Colombia?
I was just surprised at how much I liked it here. I
Okay.
liked the culture, the people, the music.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot to like here.
Okay. And can you tell me like something about the culture that you like? Is it like something specific maybe?
Yeah, for me, I really love music, and so there's a lot of really interesting music. Like salsa is really big here.
Yeah.
You know, I think say Cali, Colombia is like the capital of salsa,
Right.
the salsa capital of the world. But there's also a lot of music that originated in Colombia, like cumbia, bullerengue,
Okay.
and it's really interesting because they have all those kinds of music are influenced from like the African descendants from Africans.
Yeah.
They came here, the indigenous peoples, and Spanish, European
Okay.
influences. So it's a really interesting combination of all those different cultures
Right.
represented in that music.
Okay, so are you a musical person?
I like to play. I started playing drums when I was really young, so like drums and percussion has always been big, and I like to play a little guitar.
Right. Okay, cool. And what about salsa? Can you dance salsa?
A little bit. I just enough to enjoy myself and not make a complete fool of myself.
Okay,
on the
well
dance floor.
that's pretty good. That's better than me.
I make a little bit of a fool of myself.
Yeah, but you're better than before, right? And you can kind of.
I can have
dance.
fun.
You can have fun. Okay, cool. So what are your future plans from here? Like, are you gonna stay in Colombia for the next 5 years or something, or?
I don't know. I don't know about 5 years, but I'm expecting a little baby girl here soon.
Okay.
So we'll be
Wow.
here for a while just to have a little stability.
Okay.
For sure, but who knows where we'll end up long term.
Right. So, how do you feel about this new baby? Are you excited? Are you happy?
I'm excited and terrified and nervous all at the same time.
Wow, it must be. It sounds kind of crazy to like have a child in another country, and
Yeah, there's a lot of paperwork and hoops to jump through,
Right.
all that kind of stuff.
I'm
but-
sure, yeah. And what about the language? Isn't there a language barrier for you?
Well, I started studying Spanish, I think when I was 11 years old.
Okay.
In middle school. And I studied it for a few years, and so I had like a base. But after school, I didn't really study very much until a few years later when I decided that I didn't want to forget all the Spanish that I had learned, and so I started just studying and practicing on my own. And I met I made friends it was like a Spanish book club kind of.
Okay.
So it was a mix of like native Spanish speakers and people like me who were learning English or Spanish.
Right.
And we would get together, and so that was a good way to practice. I read a lot of books,
Wow.
and then eventually I came down to Latin America to travel
Okay.
and live in Spanish.
Right. Wow, that's perfect. You really got that immersion. So you're a white American guy here in Colombia. How do local Colombians treat you? Like, do they treat you differently or anything like that?
Yeah, people here treat me well, or else I don't think I would have stayed.
They treat you better here, you think?
No, they treat me well. That most people here are really friendly and
Yeah.
helpful. I think traveling, I've learned that most people in the world are good and want to help out
Right.
and be friendly, and in general, I like people here and the culture.
Okay.
I've never really felt disrespected or anything.
Okay. What about your home in Salt Lake City? Do you ever miss your home or your family?
Yeah, a little bit. It's home it will always be home, and I always miss the mountains there. I used to go hiking a lot. And,
Okay.
And yeah, of course my family and my friends are there. So home is always home, but the world's a big place.
Right.
There's a lot
Sure.
lot to see.
Does your family ever visit you here?
Yeah, my dad has come down a couple times. My brother has come down once, and he's coming again tomorrow. Actually, he's coming.
Oh wow, that's great.
My mom's gonna be coming down here soon. She's never been down, but
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, Andy. I think that's it for my questions. Thank you very much for this interview.
thank you.
Okay, so thank you. Bye bye.